Hey guys, welcome to another video. It is another day and I'm sorry you keep having to see me in this state when I start my videos. It's the morning and I haven't put myself together yet. So today is a Wednesday, the boys are still home for half term, and today Avery actually has an appointment with the optometrist, and I'm not 100% sure, but just from previous appointments, I'm pretty sure this one, they will be testing her eyes to see if glasses may be beneficial for her. Maybe see if she has astigmatism or something. I know it involves eye drops. So hopefully we can get some answers. If you are new to this channel, hi, I'm Chrissy. I'm a mum of three. Two of my three children have additional needs. My eldest son Zachary, who you would have seen this morning, has autism, and my daughter Avery, who you also will have seen this morning, is 19 months old and she has cerebral palsy. I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and follow us along on this journey that we're creating here online. I upload videos all about our day-to-day life and how we're adapting to additional and complex medical needs. So it is currently 10 to 8 in the morning. We need to leave at 11 for Avery's hospital appointment. My mum is coming over because Avery doesn't travel safely alone, so someone does need to be sat in the back supervising her. So I've still got a few hours. I have a few things to get done. Avery will also be due her lunch while we're out, so I need to make sure that is all packed up and ready to go too. But I'm feeling okay. I still have plenty of time. 3 hours is plenty of time. I don't feel like I need to rush, so that's good. I need to pick Avery out some, oh that's bright, I need to pick Avery out some clothes. She's kind of in between sizes at the moment. She's been in 9 to 12 months for the longest time, and yeah, she is 19 months. She is on the smaller side. But what I'm noticing with Avery is she tends to be growing lengthways more than she is widthways. So all of her 9 to 12 stuff will still fit her for quite some time widthways, but things are getting a bit short on her. So dresses are becoming tops, leggings are becoming shorts. And with it getting a bit colder now, I think it might be time to move up to the 12 to 18. I have had it there ready for a while, but to be honest, width-wise, she still doesn't fit into it brilliantly. These are all of her 12 to 18 months, and there's some really cute outfits in there that I've just been dying to put on her because we've had them for ages. But I think we're gonna go pink today. This is a gorgeous little waffle set. And then, of course, I need to find a bow to match. This one, maybe? Avery is just having a little snack before we go. She's still quite poorly. Eli and Avery seem to have been affected by whatever little bug or virus this is. Not that you could tell that Eli was suffering by the noises he's making upstairs. Oh my goodness, that sun. Sorry guys, the sun has been a bit of a pain in the bum this morning. So yeah, she's a bit poorly, and to be honest, this is the first snack that she's actually had in 2 days. We've actually skipped snack because she's been waking up later because her sleep's been disrupted, and I'm gonna go into that into more detail in another video, probably the next one. But anyway, Avery's eye appointment. So Avery most likely has cerebral visual impairment. The way the doctor actually described it was a strong suspicion of CVI. And I suppose the only reason why it's a suspicion and not a definite is because there's really no way to tell 100%. They've just got to go off of guesswork from what tests they can do. She did see a vision support excuse me, would you get off the tube? Thank you. She did see a vision support teacher a couple of weeks ago, and that's somebody that's going to be involved moving forward, which is really good. Will you stop trying to headbutt, please? Stop trying to headbutt. The way she described CVI made it pretty easy for me to understand. She basically said that her vision, you know, it can improve, just like symptoms of, well, not symptoms, but just like cerebral palsy can improve in a sense. The more that children grow and develop, the stronger they can get, the more they can learn. It's kind of the same with vision. But what she did say is, if one day we're noticing that her vision doesn't seem to be as good, it doesn't necessarily mean she started to deteriorate or her vision started to get worse. It can be affected by different factors, like whether she's tired or whether she's sick. It can kind of go up and down based on how she's feeling as well. I explained to her that Avery's vision doesn't seem to be as good in kind of the lower field of vision. I noticed that she doesn't really like it when you try and put things down here for her to look at. She prefers to look from above. And again, she said that is really, really common with CVI as well. So the purpose of the appointment today, really, like I said, is just to see if Avery could benefit from glasses, because at this point we're just trying to do all of the tests to try and make Avery's life as happy as possible. And obviously I think a lot of people, including myself, take vision for granted. I do use glasses, you've probably seen them in previous videos, but my prescription isn't very strong, so my vision is okay without glasses. So yeah, I probably take my sight for granted a lot. But if Avery is struggling to see, if she has astigmatism, anything that could be going on that could be helped by something simple like a pair of glasses, then we're 100% going to test for it, because the more we can find out now, the better her life is going to be, essentially, because vision is so important, especially for their development. I mean, I feel like obviously she has her dystonia, which makes her struggle with kind of her holding things and movements, and her tone makes her struggle with that as well. But what I've also noticed is whenever we're kind of playing, it's difficult to get her to look at what she's actually playing with down here, because it is in that lower field of vision. So that essentially is affecting her development as well. So yeah, I really feel as though we still are in the very, very early stages of finding out things about Avery, finding out what's going to make her life easier. And today's appointment is just one of those stepping stones. We just got home from the hospital, and I feel like today was probably the perfect example of how things can never go straightforward. So we decided to go in my mum's car because my mum wanted to go off while I was in the appointment to take the boys for some lunch, which was a really nice idea. But her ISOFIX system is a little bit different to mine, so it took me a while to figure out how to get the car seat in, bearing in mind we were already running late at this point. And then we got there, everything was fine. Avery went in, she had her eye drops, waited 20 minutes. And because she has dark eyes, the eye drops didn't work as well as the optometrist wanted them to, so he had to put in a second round of eye drops. And then he examined her eyes, and then Avery proceeded to vomit all over his floor. And when I say vomit, I mean projectile vomit. It was everywhere. It came out of her mouth, it came out of her nose. It was awful. all the optometrist could really do was just keep handing me paper towels to try and clean her up. I mean, it was all fine in the end. She was fine. So he said that Avery is short-sighted in her right eye and she has astigmatism in both eyes. So she does need glasses. I asked him, you know, is it a case of because I wear glasses, but like I said, I don't really need them. And I said, is it a case of she could do with glasses, but it won't make a massive difference to her vision? And he said, no, she needs them. Like, she should be wearing them all the time. So yeah, we have the prescription, and now we just need to do our research really and find an optician that does a suitable pair of glasses for a baby. The optometrist did show me ones that he recommended, a particular brand, and then told me where I could get them from around where we live, but he said you can also do your own research because there are other brands out there. But basically I think what we're going to go for is kind of like a goggle style. So you guys know Avery has her sunglasses, which do have the arms on them, but then they have the strap around the back. They're great for sunglasses, but what does tend to happen is when she moves her head around, she budges the arm and then they go a bit ski-whiff on her face. Because of sunglasses, I'm okay with that, but if she needs to be wearing them all the time, I'd rather that didn't happen. So I think we're gonna go for ones that have the strap that goes straight from kind of the actual frame here all the way around the back. So they're gonna look a bit more like goggles. And yeah, he just said try and get her to wear them as much as she possibly will tolerate. So that's the plan. Glasses, I mean, she's gorgeous. She can pull off glasses 100%. As a matter of fact, I think she'll really suit them. It's just, I think it is going to take a bit of trial and error to get her to tolerate them. But if it helps with her vision, then it's definitely worth the trial and error. So a few videos ago, I mentioned, or it might not have been a few videos ago, it might even have been the last video, but I mentioned my plans for the living room and what I wanted to do with it to make it a bit less cluttered, I suppose. And I said I was thinking about getting a sideboard unit and a new rug. I have purchased these things now. The rug isn't, well, neither of them are here yet, but the rug isn't due to arrive today. The sideboard is due to arrive today. So I think my plan for this afternoon, I think I'm going to empty this shelving unit and get it ready to sell, basically, because that is what I'll be doing, and just kind of organise all the stuff in it and see what will fit in the unit. I don't know if I'm going to have time to build the unit today, probably not, but sorting this unit out is half the battle. Little lady is doing a little bit better now after her big spew, aren't you, buds? Yeah, you're just watching Frozen for a little bit while I sort out all the stuff that we came home with. Yeah? She's had some lunch, so she has had food since she was sick, and she's kept that down. Still full of a cold, but you're okay. She was not too happy with the optometrist. She did not like the bright light shining in her eyes. Did you? You didn't like it, and then you punished him by making his office all stinky. Turn my back for 1 second and little lady has rolled over. Oh, Pudge, you need to move your head the other way though, so you can roll back. Let's bring this arm. Let's bring this arm out. Yeah. There we go. Is that better? Hey? What's in your hair? Is that better? We're gonna roll back over. Come on then. Whee! Clever girly, but you always do it when Mummy's not looking, don't you? Avery has just been sick again, and this is what happens when she gets poorly. I'm just giving her a bit of suctioning. That's what this device is, because she tends to vomit out of her nose as well, and this just helps get rid of any leftovers. And this is why we need a washable rug. So I've just finished cleaning her up, and as you guys just saw, oh, my package is here. Sorry, my sideboard just arrived, so I had to go and get the door, and the delivery man also pointed out that my keys were still in the door, so maybe it's a good job that that came when it did. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so as you guys would have just seen, I've just put all of Avery's toys into the 3 drawers in the TV unit. I don't know if it's going to be any more convenient this way, but Avery tends to be kind of in this area, kind of where the sofa is most of the day, so it might just be easier to get her toys out of those drawers as opposed to in the sideboard unit. It's all trial and error, I suppose. I'll just have to see. Avery is fine. I think she's gotten quite used to being sick now. Yeah, have you? Or is it because you can see yourself? Can you say hello? Gorgeous. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Pudding. She's also got another tooth coming through, guys, one of the top ones, so they've been brewing for months and months, so I'm glad that one's finally cutting. Can anyone tell me why the underneath of furniture gets so gross if it's left for a while? But anyway, this is where I'm at so far. Sorry I cut you off a little bit earlier. I didn't do it anymore in the living room because my mum came over. I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier that my mum was going to work from my house in the afternoon because she was watching Avery and Eli for me anyway until my husband got home from work, so that I could bring Zach to karate and do the food shopping. So I've been food shopping. I'm just waiting now for Zach to finish karate. I think he's got about 15 more minutes left. I think today, all in all, has been a win. It's definitely always nice to find something new that could potentially better Avery's life, and I think it's incredible how they're actually able to do it. I'd always wondered how you would find out if a baby needs glasses or not, especially when they can't communicate, but they basically just use lots of little lenses and kind of shine a light through the lens, and he said he was checking how her eyes were focusing with each lens, and that's kind of how he figured out what prescription she would need. So now we just need to basically find an optician's where we can fill her prescription with glasses that will actually sit right on her face, basically. Anyway, I think I'm gonna close this vlog off here. I'm sorry if it is a bit on the shorter side. I know I say that a lot and then it always ends up being fine and long enough, but I always feel as though I haven't filmed enough, but I'd rather get a shorter vlog out for you guys than no vlog at all, and today was just quite a busy day. But if you enjoyed it, then please give it a thumbs up, and hopefully very soon you guys will see what Avery looks like with glasses. And with that said, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye guys.